Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Again, it's your boy JB here with stream number 2 of the day. And that's right, we've got Florida, we've got Miami, and this one, the game here at the Swamp. How is this one going to go down here? Hurricanes versus Gators. And this game obviously means so much. You think about the impact that it has in terms of like in-state recruits and stuff like that. Who's the top dog in the state? We recently saw Florida State take a L right there. Who's going to elevate here in the state with all the talent that comes from the state of Florida here? And so I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys out there that, Miami, Florida on their list and stuff like that. So who's going to win this one? That is what we're going to try to find out here today. And to talk about Miami is their new quarterback. Of course, how is Cam going to do in this one? We know that he brings a lot to the table. The kid is as gifted as it gets. And so, had a lot of success last year, and the Hurricanes are hoping that he can elevate their offense. They come into the season ranked number 19, but Florida, led by Graham Mertz in a second season here at Florida here. He's got a little something to say about that there. That Florida team, they got a lot of pride out there, and they want to go out there and find a way to come away victorious in this one in Gator country. We're going to see how this all plays out, but man, you talk about a big in-state game. This is pretty big. A lot of these teams expect a lot of talking here for it to be physical as well. And we're going to see if you're Florida, you have one of the toughest schedules in the NCAA this season. So if you don't go out there and produce your W's and stuff like that now, then ain't no telling, how this season's going to go. So for Florida, they came into the season expecting a brawl in every single game because that's exactly what they're going to get. So they've got to come out swinging in this one. The over underline in this one for total points is at 54.5 for this matchup here. And we're going to see exactly how this one plays out. Again, both of these teams here coming in with experienced quarterbacks for this matchup. RC says it don't matter, just want a good game. RC says just want a good game. That means everybody wins, right? I'd love for this game to be a good game, come down to the wire, a mixture of a hard fought game and stuff like that. Defense is going after it, showcase a lot of those talented athletes that they have, but also offense is able to, find their way and stuff. So RC said after the first game, he just wants it to be close, and that's perfectly fine. Look at all those people down there at the swamp. Again, here at the University of Florida for this matchup. Florida getting ready to come out of the tunnel here. See what this year's Gator squad has in store. But yeah, a big in-state matchup here. Big game here. Both of these teams here, they got a lot to prove. They got a lot to prove. Both of these teams, they understand what it means, in terms of the expectations of what their fan base have. I mean, you look at it, wow, like both of these teams, they've been at the top before. They know what it means to be at the top and to sustain, that success. But at the same time, they've also experienced what it's like to not be there. So they're both trying to levitate and get back in that conversation. Braden says looks just like Patrick Mahomes. And so, wow. Braden says this game is going to be fun. Yes, it will definitely be fun. No doubt about that. Down there at the swamp. SM says rooting for the Canes in this one. Braden says, I'm sorry, RC says, Braden, you're watching Nebraska too. Oh, yeah, we're going to see how this one plays out. This is going to be a A very good one. A very good one. If you came on the stream yesterday, you realized JB said that this was his top matchup of the day. And that's exactly why, because I felt like this game was going to be a lot more competitive from start to finish than the Clemson Georgia game. And now Cam Ward for the Hurricanes. They've tried many a different quarterbacks to come in here for the Hurricanes, but this kid already comes in very established here. A lot of poise to him, makes excellent reads. And so he's a high caliber quarterback. He is certainly someone that had the option to declare for the NFL draft and all that, but instead he chose to stick with his commit to transfer to the University of Miami and stuff like that. But certainly he is a top tier quarterback. Miami leads the all-time series against Florida 29-27, separated by 2 games, but the Gators, they want to narrow it down to one after this one. Let's see. Braden says, I'll be watching Florida versus Miami in that game too. Oh, yeah, Braden. How do you feel about your fantasy team? I don't know if I asked you that, but how do you feel about your fantasy team? Mike says, shout out to JB. And so appreciate that. Yes. And so I had to do it. I mean, Mr. JB's team is the Hurricanes and stuff like that. So let's see what his Hurricanes have in store today. SM says Tebow at the game. SM says he's the only person that could have brought down Tebow back in Tebow's heyday. But yeah, getting ready here for an exciting one in this one. A lot of pride on the line. And you know, a win of this in a game like this, it does wander for the program. Both of these two teams, they want to get back to prominence and stuff like that. That is what their game planning is all about. When they bring in a coach, they want someone who's going to bring them back to being what they were before. And there's only one way to do it. You've got to knock down the guy in front of you. So there goes them Florida Gators. Again, at the swamp, we'll see how that plays out for them. All right, let's see. Braden says, good. I wanted Henry in the first round and got Wicks too. And so, okay. I didn't even know where Henry had went off to. So, okay. Who'd you end up drafting at quarterback? Meanwhile, Mike says, early game recap when I get a chance. So let me see if my tablet's good from the charge and if I can check that out real quick. All right, 1 second. And again, getting ready for the start of this one. So if you haven't already, let me know who you're rocking with in this one. Is it the Gators or the Hurricanes? If you haven't said so already, let us know. It's time to choose a side. Braden says he drafted Brock Purdy and also took Bryce Young for insurance. Okay, RC said who is ranked? The Hurricanes is ranked. They're ranked number 19. Florida is not ranked. So Hurricanes ranked number 19, but it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one. Speaking of close ones, I see that Virginia Tech and Vanderbilt are both in overtime, it looks like, if my eyes don't deceive me. And Vanderbilt's up 34-21 right now. But Virginia Tech with the football in overtime. Let's see that Penn State West Virginia game. That one's definitely going to be a long delay. I don't know when they're going to resume that or how they're going to go about that one, but that one is going to be a while. Penn State's up 20-6 at the half. Tennessee's up on Chattanooga in the fourth quarter, 55-3 in that matchup. Oklahoma State's up 17-6 against the South Dakota State Jackrabbits at halftime. Cincinnati's up 28-10 over Townsend. Washington State's leading 14-7 over Portland State in the first. And so let's see. Texas, they've got the football early in the first against Colorado, both scoreless in that one. Let's see. But a lot of the other games are just getting started. All right, getting ready for the kickoff here shortly. Both coaches understand the pressure that this comes with, the expectations from the players, the alumni, the fans. And this is a chance to really get the fan bases to buy in for both of these teams. Let's see. Joe says, let's go. He means Canes. All right, let's see how they do. Let us see how they're going to do. Be sure to go ahead and press that like button for JB and all like that. Let's get them likes coming in. Let's see a goal for this one. Let's see at the end of this one if we can exceed 20 likes when it's all said and done after this stream. Let's see if we can accomplish that. But getting ready to get this one on the way. Look at it. It's hot out there. It's hot out there. So that's a lot of heat out there. So man, he's in the AC right now. ACC versus SEC. Florida's going to get the football here first. They've got the return unit out there. Miami getting ready to set up the kickoff squad here. Black's got the Gators, okay. And no return here. So we'll get to see Florida come out here offensively first, led by Graham Mertz. And we're going to see if Mertz's second year in the system here, how is he going to go out there? Will he show some improvement from last season and stuff like that? And can he keep this team afloat? Last season, that 20 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, almost 3,000 yards passing, and approximately 73% completion. If he can replicate that this season, he'll give this team a chance. All right, so here we go. So the Gators right now with the football from their own 25-yard line. Receiver goes in motion, snaps the ball, looking quick pass, caught by the receiver at the 30, 35, goes at about the 36-yard line there for Florida on their first play offensively of the game to get us started. Again, that was Wilson on the catch. Eugene Wilson III last season had 61 catches for 538 yards. All right, so we got one back in the backfield. That's Johnson. Multiple tight ends, two receivers from their own 31-yard line. Gets the snap. Fakes it to the back. Fakes the end around. Mertz on the move. Mertz pump fake. He's going to run. And then he slides. He picks up approximately about a good 6 yards there on the run. Do you guys feel that it's okay that Graham Mertz is wearing the number 15 for Florida? I feel like they should have retired that jersey. And again, I'm probably not as big of a fan as most when it comes to retiring jerseys because I feel like they're doing it too much. But I felt like Tebow's jersey should have been retired for Florida. But 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, multiple tight ends here. Two receivers, one back. Gives it to the back, and the back is going to pick up a yard on the carry. The Hurricanes say not so. They say not so. Not going to happen like that. It's official. Vandy won. Oh, man. So they won final score 34-27 in overtime. Is that the final score? Shout out to Vandy coming through here for the big win. That's how you started off. Black says SEC at SEC. All right, 3rd and 5 right now for the Florida Gators. Again, from their own 41-yard line. Can they pick up the first down? Receiver goes in motion. They give it to him. It's going to go down as a pass play. Spins away from a couple guys. He's going nowhere no time sooner. That was Wilson the third there on that catch there, but that's going to be a loss of some yards. And the Hurricanes defense, just like that, stops him. Stops him. They say not so. Not so. I don't like that play call on the 3rd down, not a 3rd and 5 situation. RC says JB Tebow. I mean, we both attended the University of Florida. All right, punt team out there. Punts on the way. Fair catch from his own 16-yard line, and that's where the Miami Hurricanes will take over the football. And now Cam Ward and company will get a chance to show what they can do offensively. Yes, certainly someone that can air it out. All right, so we're going to see how this Hurricane offense looks. Again, Mario Cristobal has him a quarterback, so let's see how this looks here for the Hurricanes. And also a good challenge for this Florida defense. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Tight end goes in motion, going to snap the ball, give it to the back, and back up the middle. Is going to fight forward, and he's going to be still fighting forward, still fighting forward there. Picks up about a good, let's see, 6 yards there on the carry. And again, that's Martinez there. But look at the push that the offensive line had. That's something to keep an eye out for the offensive line versus Florida defensive line. Shotgun here, trips the top of the screen, feeds it to the back again, and the back gets to the line to the first down marker. Will they say it's a first, though? Let's see what the officials say. Braden says Martinez is a really good running back. SM says, look weird seeing that 15 Florida jersey and it not say Tebow on the back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mike says difference is JB can throw. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. First and 10. So to get him the first down, Hurricanes right now from their own 26-yard line. Shotgun formation. Gets it. That's going to go down as a pass. What will he do? Oh, he gets brought down after 2 yards there on the play. So right now, if you're Florida, you want to go ahead, see if you can find a way to get a stop here early, get the ball back for your offense. But if you're Miami, you want to move this ball. Carmichael, Carmichael, I got to give Carmichael a shout out. They gave Carmichael time for the highest grade in our fantasy draft. Yahoo again gave him an A+ for his draft yesterday and stuff like that. So tell us, who do you like on your team? Meanwhile, Cam Ward using them legs, picks up the first down, goes out of bounds. And a smart quarterback went ahead and just said, I'm going to go ahead and walk out of bounds there. But I am doing good, Carmichael. How about yourself? Braden says, you remember when Tebow was on the Pats? I remember when he was on the Broncos. All right, so 10 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Shotgun formation from their own 40-yard line. Run play. Martinez being patient, fighting forward. All right, picks up about a good 4 yards there on the run. And again, that's Damian Martinez. He's got 3 carries and 14 yards. 10 minutes to go here in the first. Carmichael says you was cooking yesterday in that draft. SM says you remember when he was on the Eagles and Mets. That's right. That's right. Carmichael says I like getting Mahomes for your quarterback, and your first 3 picks were amazing. You said someone picked George Pickens right before you, and Najee Harris right before you. Cam Ward looking. Cam Ward still looking. Still looking. Throws it. Oh, what a catch! What a catch! Wow. So that's going to be a first down there for the Hurricanes. Threw that one, moving away from it. His receiver had to adjust to get to it, and he did just that to make the catch. Brandon says for the catch. RC says Braska punches it in for an early touchdown, 7-0. And who are they playing against again? All right, 9:05 to go here in the first. Shotgun formation. Cam Ward looking. Cam Ward has to run. He is still running. Look at him run. And when he runs, he is running and he's getting out of bounds. I got to call that out. He is getting out of bounds instead of to avoid contact. That's a quarterback that understands his value and importance to the team. and stuff like that. Now, sure, there are situations to take that contact, but you don't want your quarterback getting hurt. Let's see. Go Dog says, how about them dogs? And so, yeah, they went out there, dominated, dominated. Absolutely. Big time win. Let's see. Carmichael says you got Baker Mayfield as your backup quarterback. Okay. RC says UTEP. Braden says Ward is just jogging down the field. He really is. I'd be too afraid that somebody would sneak up on me and hit me. But he really is making it look that easy. That's a poised quarterback right there. Not antsy at all. He's got a lot of poise to him. Snaps the ball, gives it to the back, and the back off the right side. Defense says, we're not going to let you keep doing that, though. So right now, Miami, this is their first offensive possession of the game. And right now, Cam Ward's got 2 carries for 36 yards out there. SM says, get in the end zone. Braden says 34-3. Braden also says 3-0 Akron. Why'd you have to point that out there, Braden? Carmichael says you wanted Nick Chubb, but it was between him and the Steelers defense, and you wasn't losing the Steelers defense. All right, so here we go for the 19-yard line. Cam Ward has it, has time, patient, looking, still looking. Now he's got to move, still looking and still moving. Got to throw this one away, and just throws this one up, throws it away. I mean, he had all kinds of time, but nobody was able to get open there. So eventually, at some point, the pass rush got there to him. Third down coming up, 3rd and 10. But you see the patience that Cam Ward plays with. Let's see. Black says embarrassing. And so let's see. RC says Akron to win 34-17. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation. Dropping back, throws that one incomplete there. So incomplete. So the Florida defense, they bend but don't break. And they allow, wait a minute, hold up. There is a penalty right here. So let's see what this penalty is going to be. Let us see what this penalty is going to be. Who is it against? Wow. Wow. So roughing the passer, and that gifts them with a first down. Now let's see the replay. Uncalled for. Uncalled for. Uncalled for. You just gifted them with a first down. You realize that, don't you? Wow. Braden says that's a bad call. SM says roughing. Black says you think Clemson is done. Back to the middle of the pack for them. All right, so here we go. 1st and goal. Ward up under center. One back in the backfield here. 2 receivers top of the screen. Tight end goes in motion. Snaps it. Tosses it to the back. The back off the left side. Gets brought down there by the defense. 2nd and goal coming up. 7:25 to go here in the first quarter of play so far in this one. And on this drive, it's been Cam Ward's legs that's been effective. So let's see if they utilize that on this one. But currently 10 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes and 18 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. But will they come away with a touchdown or will they come away with a field goal? Black says the refs are soft. SM says it was a good call. Dude hit him late. Receiver goes in motion. Ward looking, feels that pressure, throws it up there, and man, it looked like a fadeaway jumper the way he threw that ball right there. But that's going to be a touchdown for the Hurricanes. So they strike first on this one. Cam McCormick with the 9-yard receiving touch. And again, Florida had him stopped. But sometimes stupidity will mess it up there. The difference between giving up 3 points here and then right now potentially 7 points is that play right there. You got to use your head. This is a team sport. This is a team sport. And when you get a stop and you know they're moving the ball like that. Let's see. Joe says Miami want that national championship. And so easy now. Easy now. Easy now. Florida's not even ranked. Let's hold on now. All right. And that extra point is good. So 7-0 is the score right now. Hurricanes on top here in the first quarter with 6:48 left to go here in the first. Let's see how Florida responds after we come back from the commercial. But Cam Ward, 3 of 4 for 24 yards and a touchdown. Also ran it 2 times for 36 yards earlier in that one. Braden says Cam Ward looks so calm on that drive. He really does. He looks like someone that does this on the regular. Absolutely. Like someone that does it on the regular. And again, we're currently right now here at the commercial. Let's see. Black says, be careful. You say Miami fans are going to start calling for it early. Miami is back. And so, oh man, believe me, they didn't need that touchdown for that to happen. But again, first quarter here, 6:48 left to go. Let's see what the Gators got in store when they come back. Graham Mertz so far in this one, 2 of 2 for 8 yards. It's also got 1 carry for 4 yards as well. So we'll see what they do when they get back out there offensively. SM says the U. SM says he'll say it. He says he'll say it. And again, we're currently right now here at the commercial. But man, so far, I mean, Cam Ward, he looked poised there, used his legs when he had to, but avoided taking unnecessary hits. And I can't emphasize enough how many quarterbacks there are out there that could learn a thing or two from his poise and stuff like that. Even quarterbacks that are currently in the NFL and stuff like that. Because we got some guys that I feel like if they saw a train moving in front of them, they would run full speed in front of a train. The way that some of those guys act like they have to take the contact, but Cam Ward understands. He's thinking about the big picture and all like that. He plans on playing at the next level. So absolutely. But if you're Florida, you can't make that kind of mistake. You can't go out there and get a roughing the passer call that would have been ultimately a punt situation. But because you did that, it turns into a situation where you gift them with a fresh new set of downs and it turns into a touchdown. That's on that guy for just completely not doing that. Laney says, "Hey JB, I fell asleep. And you say you didn't realize the games had switched." And so, yes, we're now to game number 2 here, the second of 3 streams that I'm doing today. And so, this one is Miami versus Florida. The next one is going to be Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. All right, so here we go. Laney's got the Gators. Okay, kickoff. Speaking of the Gators, let's see what they do here. Oh, excellent kickoff. No return there. I'm about to say, how long my man been? My goodness, my man been over there like since 2016 in terms of in college football. We're in 2023, buddy. That's a long time. Essam says college football is better and Miami is good. You say add USC to that too. All right, so here goes Graham Mertz. He just watched Miami went down and scored. What will they do? Fakes it to the back, throws it. It's caught. They had success with that on the first drive as well. So there's clearly something that they want to do is get a guy going in motion, do that play fake, and throw it to him while he's already going full speed. And again, that's a pickup of 11 yards there on the play. 6:35 left to go here in the first quarter. All right, shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back from their own 20s. I'm sorry, their own 36-yard line. Throws it, and oh, what a catch! What a catch on the sideline. Spectacular catch there. So Florida moving the ball. Let's see. RC says and Notre Dame. And so I don't know about that, RC. All right, 6:08 to go here in the first. Again, Miami on top 7-0, but right now Florida moving the ball. They're at the Hurricanes 45-yard line. Snaps the ball at the shotgun, fakes it to the back. Graham Mertz in the pocket, taking a deep shot into the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. Great coverage on the play. Second down coming up, 2nd and 10. SM says 10-year college vet is insane. It's diabolical, SM. I don't know how they let that happen. Laney says Tennessee 69-3. SM says I wanted to say Texas as well, but can't stand them. And so I understand. I understand. 5:47 left to go here in the first. Gators right now at the football at the Hurricanes 45-yard line, and they're going to go ahead and opt to run the ball. He's going to pick up about 2 yards there on the play. Third down coming up. So can they find a way to get the first down here if you're Florida? Obviously, you saw Miami score a touchdown. If you're Florida, you want to respond with a touchdown of your own, but this defense has a lot to say about it here on 3rd and 7. RC says Laney, wow. Braden says stopped on 3rd and 7. Receiver goes in motion, gets the snap, looking, throws it, it's short. And once again, he will be stopped there. I guess Braden's way ahead of us here. Let's see. RC says, JB, if you could not root for them Buckeyes, who would you root for? So basically, if you took away JB's favorite team, who would JB root for then? Oh, man. JB's not a firm believer in having multiple favorite teams and stuff like that. But if Ohio State did not exist, I probably not entirely sure who I'd root for, honestly. Not entirely sure who I would root for if it wasn't for Ohio State. That's a good one. If you ask me in the NFL, I'd know that question, but the for college football, I'm so locked in on purely just Ohio State. I do not know what other team would elevate if they didn't exist that I would root for. RC says you you would root for Northwestern. I would not. JB would not. And so after that punt, which again, down them at the 3-yard line there. So down them at the 3-yard line. We'll see if that helps the defense out. But they still got to get the stops. Still got to get the stops. But again, here in the first quarter with 4:24 left to go. But man, that's tough. I do not know who that second team would be if it wasn't for the Ohio State Buckeyes in terms of who I would root for. That is a very good question. But let's see. But yeah, Braden says good tackle in space, great punt. RC says Alabama. That's a negative. That's a major negative, at least for JB, a major negative. I probably would say Oregon. I probably would say Oregon. If it wasn't Ohio State, probably Oregon might be the team. Now that I think about it. All right, and again, we're currently right now here at the commercial in this one, but Hurricanes last time out there, we saw them take a 7-0 lead right now, but they're backed up at their own 3-yard line thanks to the punt. So can the Gators defense try to force a punt and get good field position? Black says, nah, he'd root for the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Braden says, Ole Miss because of a certain Giants quarterback. That would never happen. That would never happen. Never happen. So yeah, it would be Oregon. but I don't think that it would transfer over to college hoops. I think college hoops, in that case, I probably would have selected a different team for college hoops. Probably would have chose Syracuse for college hoops. Mike says, "Take me to the to New York because you want to see LA." Let's see. RC says, "JB, you could always root for the Idaho Vandals," and so, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate the kind gesture, but JB's good. All right, so getting ready to return back to the football field in which the Hurricanes find themselves starting off from deep within their own territory, from their own 3-yard line. Can this Gators defense come up big here for the Florida Gators, or will Miami find a way to put a drive together? All right, shotgun formation now for the Canes. Snaps it, feeds it to the back, and the back is going to pick up about 2 yards there on the play. Second down coming up. Again, 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Black says he refuses to root for his own alma mater, Florida. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? All right, shotgun here, 2nd and 8. Quick pass caught there by the receiver. He gets the first down, picks up about 8 yards there on the play, 8, 9 yards, and a first down. I did give it consideration. I did give it consideration. All right, so here we go. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first. Cam Ward making adjustments. Snaps the ball, quick pass. Going nowhere, picked up a yard on the play. 3 minutes to go here in the first. Again, so far in this one, Cam Ward, 5 of 6 for 34 yards and a touchdown so far in this one. All right, so shotgun from their own 15-yard line. Moving around. Throws this one. Intercepted. Intercepted. He threw an interception there, trying to do what he did earlier by just running to one side and throwing it across the middle. But this time it backfired on him. Can't do it. Can't do it. That's a major turnover. Major turnover. Braden says, no, picked. So, how about that? That's going to gift those Gators right there with excellent field position. Receiver tried his best to get it, couldn't, but the safety said, I'll take it. Costly mistake. Costly mistake. And that's going to take us to the commercial there. But man, things were looking good prior to that for Cam Ward. And they're still looking good. But that turnover right there, that's a big mistake. That is a big mistake. So now it's up to Florida to capitalize on that mistake. Got to come away with some points there. Got to reward the defense for their hard work. RC says, JB, how do some of these schools like Idaho and Illinois State have schools like they will never, ever win anything ever? Well, RC, you got to think about it from the school perspective and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, academics they matter and stuff like that. But aside from that, the revenue that they generate, yes, a school of those magnitudes, they might get pushed around and stuff like that. But the money that would be generated and stuff like that will definitely bode well for the school. So, from the administrative purposes, hey, we get to make money. From the player's perspective, it's an opportunity to go out there and, showcase what they can do at that level and continue to, go after their dreams. So in those senses, it does make sense for them to, continue to go after it. Now, obviously, from fans' perspective, in terms of just, competition wise, we know they're not going anywhere. They know they're not going anywhere, but still, for each player, their own individual path towards their journey, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I see nobody mentioned to me that Ohio State scored. I see Indiana's up against Florida International 14-0. I see UTEP and Nebraska both tied up 7-7. Black says that Idaho was pretty decent school in football, but they had to drop down a few years back to FCS. All right, again, we're currently right now at the commercial. Let's see. Black says none of us cared enough to glance at Ohio State. This was for the people earlier that was talking about Akron getting 3 points. I was like, you'll tell me that, but you won't tell me when Ohio State scores? Shame on them. I see that Ohio's up against Syracuse. All right, so yeah, and looking at that play, I see, yeah, he just wasn't. I mean, when you're throwing on the move like that, you're not going to be able to hit it where you need to. It's very difficult. You can do that occasionally, but it's trying to do a little bit too often there. It was a good read, but a terrible way to make that throw. Quick pass there, caught by the receiver. First guy missed, takes it to the 30-yard line of the Hurricanes. 2:15 left to go here in the first quarter. Braden says touchdown Ohio State. Appreciate that, Braden. That's the kind of news JB wants to hear. Who scored? Who scored? Was it Judkins? Was it Will? Who scored? 155 left to go here in the first. Receiver goes in motion, snaps it, punt fakes, looking. Graham's going to run and takes on the contact to get the first down. Fresh new set of downs to work with here for the Florida Gators. A minute 42. And that just goes to show how big that turnover was that Cam threw on that last drive. Because now the Gators, good field position, just picked up a first down. The fans, they're loving it there. Even Graham Mertz said, I'll take on a little bit of contact for that extra yard. 122 left to go here in the first quarter. Snaps it, gives it to the back, and the back. Oh, excellent job there by Miami. He wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't going anywhere on that play. All right, so here we go. Tight end goes in motion, snaps it, looking, pump fakes, on the move, throws it, incomplete, incomplete. Receiver wanted a flag, but no flag on that one. Third down coming up, 3rd and 10. So obviously, Florida started off with really good field position here. If you're Florida, you want to find a way to get this first down here, try to get a touchdown and match what Miami did. But if you're Miami holding them to a field goal, you'll take that. You'll take that. And Mertz looking into the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. That's going to bring up fourth down with 23 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. Yep, so incomplete. So now that's going to bring out the field goal kicker for a 41-yard field goal attempt. And Trey Smack kicks it right down the, I'm sorry, got that one in near the left up right there. But that's still 3 points right there. So 7-3 is the score right there. So Florida able to turn that turnover into 3 points. 7-3 in this one. 19 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. And again, the remaining game left in this one is the Notre Dame versus Texas A&M matchup. And again, Raleigh Leonard. All right. Getting ready for the kickoff here shortly. And again, we've talked about Florida's schedule this year. Tough schedule, tough schedule. So this is the kind of game right here. If you're Florida, if you want to be a bold team this year, you have got to find a way to win games like this. Kickoff on the way. Hurricanes get it deep within his own end zone. Going to take a knee. All right. So last time out there, he threw a pick. Pretty sure you know veteran and stuff like that. That's not going to mess him up. All right, so let's see what Miami does this time around here offensively, leading this one 7-3 with 19 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. Cam snaps it, get it to the back in the back. Oh, look at Martinez. Look at him work. Picks up about a good 7 yards there on the carry. Damian Martinez. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, the score Miami 7, Florida 3. So one quarter in the books, guys, and Hurricanes on top right now, 7-3. Obviously, 3 quarters left to go. And when we come back from the commercial, we'll see how things play out in the second quarter. All right, and again, we're currently right now at the commercial. All right, so yeah, still at the commercial right now. But again, just a reminder, we've got one more live stream set up after this one. So once this game concludes, it is the Notre Dame versus Texas A&M matchup. Braden says West Virginia and Penn State starting back up again, and so okay, okay, that'll be interesting with all that time off there. That'll be very interesting. If I'm Penn State, I'm just going to come out and just hammer the ground game the entire second half. That's what I would do. All right, and again, right now, currently at the commercial still. But yeah, keep me updated with how that West Virginia and Penn State game go, especially if a big play happens from the running back Kentre Allen. All right, let's see. All right, shotgun formation right now for the Hurricanes. Run play off the left side. Oh my goodness, look at Martinez. Knocks a guy down, takes it all the way to the 49-yard line there. Pickup of 17 yards there on the carry. Again, Damian Martinez, 6 carries, 38 yards. He's putting in the work. Wow. All right, so here we go. Shotgun again, early second quarter right now. Canes up 7-3. Canes with the football. Shotgun formation here from their own 49-yard line. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Fakes to the back, throws it, gets it completed there to his receiver. His receiver bounces away from one guy, which allows him to pick up an extra yard or two there after that one. So we're looking at a pickup of about 13 yards there in the play. All right, so Cam rallying the troops here, getting everybody lined up. Making adjustments here on the line. Look at that. 6 passes, the 4 different receivers. Cam Ward is out here spreading the ball around, spreading the wealth. Throws it. That's going to be completed there. More in coverage, but it didn't matter. First down for the Hurricanes. All right, 13-10. Left to go here in a second. Receiver goes in motion. Looking to pass. Looking, still running here and throws this one. Gets the completion. He loves to make that throw on the run, but gets the first down. All right, so picked up about 12 yards there. He's currently got 75 yards passing so far in this one. All right, current drive, 5 plays, 64 yards, 2:39 to go. throws it, and going to pick up a few yards here, about 3 yards there on the play. All right, so Lofton's going to the sideline there. 2nd and 7 coming up with 11:35 left to go here in the second quarter. And right now, Hurricanes with the football here, shotgun formation. Two receivers top of the screen here, multiple tight ends. You got Martinez as the running back, and they're going to feed it to Martinez up the middle. And he is going to fight forward for about a couple yards. Florida thinks they have the ball. Florida thinks they have the ball. The coaches are egging him to continue to go on to the end zone. Now let's see what happened. Did he lose the ball? What happened here? It looks like somebody just ripped the ball out. But I got to see, like, where is he down? Like, I got to see where's the runner. All right, 10 seconds right now on the play clock. Shotgun formation on 3rd and 4. Ward throws one up there, gets the completion, but for a yard. Excellent job by the defender to find a way. Because if he doesn't make that play, that's a touchdown right there. But he found a way to make the play. Mike says, if he works really hard, could he be the next Adrian Martinez? And so, who are we referencing in that perspective there, um, Mike, in terms of who can be the next Adrian Martinez? 23-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. All right, so 10-3 is the score right now. Hurricanes come away with 3 points here, and let's see what Florida can do when they get back out there. They need to be able to put together a sustainable drive here. All right, and again, 10-3 is the score right now. Cam Ward currently in this game is 10 of 12 for 77 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Martinez, he's already got 7 carries for 41 yards. But we need to see more from this Florida offense. Let's see. You says if he works really hard, could he be the next Adrian Martinez? And so you're asking if Martinez can be the next Adrian Martinez. Let's see, because Braden says Nick Singleton touchdown. And so, okay, I mean, hey, if Allen's getting the rushing yards in the drive, that'll make me happy. Singleton can get all the touchdowns he wants and stuff like that. I need Allen to get some rushing yards there for Penn State. But Mike Martinez is the running back for the Miami Hurricanes. So unless there's another Martinez that you're talking about, let's see. Mike says, "Go on, JB. LOL, shake your head." I was doing my best to try to be like, what does he mean? Can Martinez be the next Adrian Martinez? I'm like, what? I'm like, I know it's a second string, but I didn't know it hit you this hard. Braden says 27-6 Penn State. Okay, okay, okay. Oh man, that was all the yards that Nicholas Singleton got. I needed that from my guy. Not from Drew Alar, but from Katron Allen. I needed it from Katron Allen. So you let me know when Katron Allen busts the big 40-something yarder out there. Braden says 7-3 Ohio State. Penn State up 27-6. All right, getting ready to kick things off. All right, no return. Let's see. Mike says, I'm listening and they got me working today. You said, must be distracted, but appreciate you. And so, absolutely, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, JB, putting in a full day here. And let's see how Florida responds here in the second quarter with 9:53 to go. Offense got to show some signs of life here if you're Florida, because right now, Miami, they are showing strong signs of life offensively here. So, can they match Miami? A touchdown here would do just that. All right, here we go. 9:53 to go here in a second. Oh, is that going to be the delay or a timeout? Did they get a timeout off in time? They did. Florida had to call their first timeout. So first and 10, 9:53 to go here in a second. Canes up 10-3. And yet another commercial break. But yeah, I see that they've got that game back in motion over there. After taking so much time off, though, Braden, I would be like, yeah, that's insane. And again, we're currently right now just the commercials here. I see Texas taking care of business against Colorado State 17-0. And they're about to try to score again. All right, and again, still right now, still at the commercial. I feel like we've been in commercial for a good minute. But yeah, I see that Nicholas Singleton had a 40-yard run. So I guess a delay was all they needed. Now it's time for Katron Allen. Now it's his turn. All right, and again, still awaiting here. But 10-3 is the score right now. Again, second quarter at 9:53 to go. Cam Ward successfully has his team on top 10-3 here, but Graham Mertz got to start moving this ball. Florida's gotten only 11 yards so far on the ground. So Miami is not allowing him to run the ball. They've taken that away from him, which puts more on the shoulder of a Graham Mertz so far in this one. All right, here we go. Multiple tight ends on the play. Two receivers, one back in the backfield. Snaps it. Give it to the back. Oh, man, look at that. Look at all that space. A big pickup there. And that was Johnson running angry on that run. Picked up about 12 yards. I thought he would have got about 12 more, honestly. All right, they're going to go 5 wide. Throws this. Incomplete. Incomplete. But there is a flag. Okay. So that's going to get them with a first down there. Pass interference there against the Canes. Let's check this replay. What do y'all think? Good call, bad call? What do y'all think? But that's going to get them with a first down there. Here in the second quarter, about 9:19 left to go. Again, Canes up 10-3. I'm sorry. Yeah, Canes up 10-3. Gators with the football here. Toss it to the back again. Oh, takes on the contact there, but picks up about a good 4 or 5 yards there. Again, that's Johnson on the carry. And Johnson have a lot to say there. Coach is trying to wheel him back in. All right, 2nd and 5. Fakes it to the back. Looking, throws this one, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Tried to get that deep ball there. Incomplete. SM says a terrible call if ever he saw one. Terrible call if ever he saw one. All right, so now, and the Gators have found some success now, finally running the ball. Let's see if they continue to find that success or if the Hurricanes will clamp down on it. Get to the back, gets back to the line of scrimmage here. And that was Webb on the carry. 8:30 left to go here before halftime. And again, right now, Hurricanes leading 10-3. Fourth down coming up. Gators seem like they already made up their mind that they were going to go for this one. That's why they ran the ball there. All right, this is big. Receiver goes in motion. And a timeout is called. Timeout called there by the Hurricanes. Wanted to see how Florida was going to line up there. Call a timeout. Let's talk about situational football. But yeah, SM says terrible call on that one. He says, what are the referees doing? Let's see. SM says, is Florida going for it? Florida seems like they are going for it. They were lining up to go for it. Miami called a timeout. So it looks like Florida is going for it, probably because it's too far for their comfort when it comes to a field goal, but also they don't want to punt it that close. So it looks like they would be in a position. Well, let's see if they line up to still go for it or if they bring out the punt unit. But Miami did burn a timeout there. And they are still lined up to go for it. Indeed, they need 5 yards to get a first down. If they don't get this, that's going to be a major disaster. But let's see if they can get a first down here. Receiver goes in motion from the Miami 42-yard line. Graham's got to make a play. Gets the snap. Hurricanes send four. Graham's in the pocket. Avoids from one guy. Still looking. Throws it. Almost intercepted, but it doesn't matter because that's going to be. Wait a minute. There's a flag. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. There's a penalty. Let's check the penalty first. Let us check the penalty first. All right. It's not gonna help Florida out at all. So they went for it. They rolled the dice there on 4th and 5. They went for it. And sometimes it pays to just go ahead and do the smart thing. But now you're giving Miami great field position. Let's see, she says, JB, dang, man, you said Akron ain't beat Ohio State since 1892. I actually didn't know that fact. SM says, great stop. He says, great stop. He says, keep the momentum going. All right, shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back from their own 42-yard line. Snaps it, looking, throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Receiver unable to catch that one there. Incomplete. But there is a flag. There is a flag. There is a flag. Whoa. Roughing the passer again. Again. How many times is this going to be the same case? Last time it resulted in a touchdown. Let's see the replay here. Come on now. Come on now. You know they're going to call it. You know that they're going to call it. It's something that you already know that they're going to call it. JB can't help you do it. At some point, you just got to do whatever it takes to avoid making that hit because you know they're going to call it. You had time. Run play. Picks up about a good 3 yards there on the carry. But oh man, we're just gifting them. We're just gifting them. SM says Florida is undisciplined, LOL. And so speaking straight facts right now, straight facts. I mean, come on now. You know they're gonna call it. Like what's the point? What's the point? Gift them more yards. If you want to give out gifts, go work in the mall, but don't do it out here. From the Florida 40-yard line, Cam's looking. Cam throws this one. Has a man. What a big time pass, big time completion, and a first down. 30 yards there. So Cam Ward, 11 of 13 for 107 yards so far in this one. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Six minutes and 52 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Fakes it to the back, throws it incomplete. Tried to lead his receiver there, incomplete. That was a nice fake. That was a nice fake, but incomplete. Second and goal coming up from the Florida 10-yard line. Can the Hurricanes come away with a touchdown, or will they be forced to come away with another field goal like the previous time? Will they be able to come away with a touchdown? As Mike says, JB's famous hashtag, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, so Cam Ward so far 11 to 14 for 107 today, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and he's trying to add another touchdown to that category. Ward's going to line up under center here. Got 1 back in the backfield here. Multiple tight ends, 2 receivers. Receiver goes in motion. It's a running play to that left side, and he's going to take it in there for a touchdown, Hurricanes. And so another touchdown there against Florida. Mark Fletcher on the carry, Mark Fletcher Jr. So how about that? 10-yard run for the touchdown. 16 to 3. 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in a second. Right now, Hurricanes with all the momentum. It just took 4 plays, 58 yards, just a minute and 53 off the clock. Extra point is good. 17-3. So right now, I mean, Florida's offense looks like a dead gator in the water right now. I don't know how better to put it at this point, but right now they got to do some soul searching and they got to figure this out. They got to figure this out because Miami, they got it figured out. They got it figured out. You rolled the dice, you went for it, you gave them a short field. Congratulations, they went down there and they scored on you. So now down 2 touchdowns right now, 17-3. Gators got to figure something out. RC says, JB, what happens now? What happens now, RC? Well, right now, Graham Mertz with just 42 yards passing right now for Florida is certainly not doing them any favors right now. They can't sustain the drives and stuff like that. Eventually, if this keeps up, their defense is going to continue to get tired out. It's going to look, I'm not going to say exactly like what we saw in the prior game and stuff like that, but right now, let's just put it this way. If you're the Gators, you feel a lot better if you're able to score. You don't want it to become a game where you have to only pass. That's what you don't want if you're the Florida Gators. Let's see. RC says Penn State 27, West Virginia 6 halfway through the third quarter. Okay, okay. Man, even Drew Alar has more rushing yards than Katron Allen at this point. Might just be a lost cause for JB at this point. RC says, look at the bright side, JB. For him, we not at halftime yet. And so that's true. That's true. We're not at halftime yet. So that could be a bright side. But if they go out there and they end up having to punt the ball, they go for it again on fourth down and don't get it, then it's going to turn into a negative because Miami's going to have more time to go down there and try to score again. And let's see, Joe says, ain't no bright side. You said, would you play in Miami and stuff like that? And so, ain't no bright side, you say? Well, they're up right now 17-3. We'll see how the rest of this game goes. A lot can happen in college football. Still 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go here before we reach halftime. Kickoff on the way. No return. RC says Washington State got 59 points and they're not even at halftime yet. You say there's 48 seconds left. And so, oh man, some of these matchups are a little bit more one-sided than others. So Vanderbilt came through with the upset there. Had to do it in overtime, but tremendous. All right, so Florida now at the football, trailing 17-3 from their own 25-yard line here. 4 receivers on the play, 1 running back. Canes looking like they might bring pressure off the edge. Let's see if they do. Up, and there's going to be a stoppage here. All right, so stop the clock there. I mean, Florida's got to figure this out. They got to figure this out. This is a very pivotal moment right here. All right, snaps the ball, throws it, ball deflected. Graham's knocked down. It's just looking sad right now. Wow. I mean, you're lucky he didn't just grab that off because you just threw it right to his hands. Right to his hands. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Graham looking, throws it, gets the completion, and he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. Third down coming up, third and short. Gators trailing again 17-3. But at least this makes third down more manageable. All right, they've been 0 for 4 on third downs today. Can they break that cycle here? Throws it, incomplete. Incomplete. Another incompletion. Wow. Again, Ohio State scores again. They're up 17-3 in that matchup. So Graham Mertz struggling out there. All right, punts on the way. 5:50 left to go. Fair caught from their own 25-yard line. So let's see what the Hurricanes do here. And if you're the Gators, you're desperately asking to try to come out here defensively, get a 3-and-out, get the ball back. But right now, Miami, all the momentum, they're up 17-3. They've been moving the ball. So we'll see if that continues to be the case. Essam says Miami dominating the line of scrimmage. And so that is true. That is true. That is true. And when you win at the line of scrimmage battle, good things happen. I expect for them to continue to get Martinez involved with the ground game, keep that going. He's got 7 carries, 41 yards, so very involved already. But I anticipate going to keep running, giving him the ball also to keep that balance. But 5:47 left here in the second. Snaps the ball, looking, throws it, gets the completion, tackled at the 31-yard line. So picks up about 4 yards there on the play. Currently 12 of 15 for 111 yards. Joe says that Miami can beat the Bulldogs. That sounds like a Hurricane fan response right there. 2nd and 5. Gives it to the back off the left side and still on his feet. All right, brought down about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. That was Jordan Lally. Picked up 3 yards there in the carry. So now we got a 3rd and 2 situation for Miami, for the Miami 34-yard line. Braden says that Restrepo is having a nice game. He says, I don't know about that. It's the tradition, Braden. It's the tradition. You go out there, beat a ranked team, then you just throw it out there. All right, 3rd and 2 right now for the Canes. Can Florida find a way to get a stop here? Cam's looking, throws it, gets it completed. Where did they say you get pushed out of bounds there? He's short of that first down marker. So 4th and 1 coming. 4:15 left to go here in the second quarter. Braden says, great job by Ward making his reads and then taking the check down. Absolutely. That's a quarterback that knows what to do with the football and reads extremely quickly. But Florida will certainly take that stop. All right, so Miami calls a timeout. That is actually the final timeout they have in the first half. Again, Miami up 17-3 in this matchup. But yeah, I mean, so far in this one, it's been Hurricanes dominating in this one. But now the defense forcing the punt. Oh, don't get me started with those penalties. Do not get JB started with those penalties and how costly that they have been. All right, punts on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. Back pedals, catches it from his own 10-yard line. Splits defenders, still running. Tripped up there. Excellent job on the return. Trailing 17-3 with 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go here before halftime. Graham Mertz, he's looking like he's seeing ghosts out there. He's got to get it together, man. Got to get it together. It's just not flowing right now. Got to get it going. All right, so down 2 touchdowns here, 17-3 with 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go here before halftime. Florida got to get something positive here. You do not want to go into halftime with things where they're at or even worse. Now we got 3 receivers top of the screen here of the formation. Shotgun formation from their own 29-yard line. Mertz gets the snap, hands it to the back and the back. Oh, look at him run. Look at him run. And Johnson still running all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. What just happened there? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Braden says, there you go, Florida touchdown. Oh, my goodness. I am flabbergasted. Wow. Wow. That is just wow. That is a big time play there. Big time play there by Montrell Johnson. Wow. SM says shaking his head. Braden says we got a game again. He says no longer warming up the buses, but striking up the bands after that one. 17-10. Again, a huge run there by Johnson. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to go here before halftime. But man, how about that? How did they let that happen? Terrible angle there by number 7. Just absolutely unaware of that outside just completely being open. Wow. SM says, what the heck happened? He's trying to figure it out. Everybody else trying to figure it out as well. That's just wow. Insane. Insane. All right, kickoff. No return here. Let's see. SM says, dude, let him walk to the end zone by taking that angle. And so, oh yeah, complete whiff. I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked there. Like they were playing so well before that, and then it just total brain fart there. That was a terrible angle there that he took. No other way to put it. All right, so now after that play there, the Hurricanes back with the football, leading 17-10. And they decide to run the ball themselves here. Takes it to about the 32-yard line. 6 yards there on the carry. If that doesn't give life to this defense, I don't know what would. But you see the offense go out there, work hard, score a touchdown here. That remotivates you even more to go out there and try to get a stop. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. They run the ball again to the right side, picked up a few yards. 2:35 to go here in the second. 3rd and 1 coming up. SM says Miami has to respond now. Says it's got to be now. Got to respond now. And so, yes, that's going to take us to the 2-minute mark with the score Miami 17, Gators 10. And again, that was a huge run. Huge run. Joe says, don't worry, Miami would. Braden says 17-3. You said touchdown Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith. And so, oh, you already know that. You already know that. But yeah, that was a huge run there by Johnson. I mean, wow. But 17-10 right now. Hurricanes facing the 3rd and 1 at the Miami 34-yard line. Can they get the first? And again, right now, currently at the 2-minute mark, which is why we're at the commercial now. But what a game we have here. Hurricanes came out, jumped out to a 17-3 lead. But right now, Florida scored the last touchdown at 17-10 and a pivotal 3rd and 1 right now here before we reach halftime with 2 minutes to go here before we reach halftime. Joe said Johnson on the hit list. Oh, man. All right, and again, just awaiting to get back to the action here, coming back from the 2-minute mark. But what a run. All right, let JB see something. But yeah. So let's see what happens here on this 3rd and 1 situation here for the Hurricanes offensively here. Can they find a way to keep it going, or will the Florida defense now elevate to match what the offense did out there in terms of intensity? All right, so now we've got Ward up under center. Tight end goes in motion. Gives it to the back, and the back gets the first down. Forward progress will give him that first down. 17-10 right now to score. But they got a fresh new set of downs to work with. All right, from their own 37-yard line, shotgun. Ward looking, has all kinds of time, throws it, finds a guy, gets tripped up there. Player lost his helmet. But yeah, he has all kinds of time there. If Florida's going to find a way to really slow down this pass game, they're going to have to go out there and generate some pressure, some real pressure. All right, here we go, 2nd and 2. Feeds it to the back, and the back fighting forward there gets enough for the first down. So moving the chains again. A minute 15 left. Remember, Miami's got no timeouts remaining. Ward throws it. Oh, gets the completion and a first down. That's a big time completion. A big time completion there. Ward throws one up there. Incomplete. Incomplete. Great coverage there on the play. Let's see. Braden says, so JB, I'm thinking about making highlight videos for college football. You say every week, just need to figure out how long you want them to be. And so when you make these highlights, are you planning on covering, I guess, like the top plays and stuff like that, or particular teams and stuff like that? But yeah, that sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. Oh yeah, I know that that's definitely going to be something that gets a lot of views. 2nd and 10. Throws it. Oh man, easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. I mean, practically gift wrapped it for him. Wow, 24-yard touchdown catch. And so just like that, the Hurricanes score again. No timeouts that drive, but they didn't need it. They didn't need it. Florida is not generating any type of pass rush whatsoever. Braden says touchdown Miami. You say different teams and top plays. Okay, bet. Ward's already got 174 yards passing so far in this one. All right, and that is good. So Hurricanes up 24-10. Let's see. SM says Ward's balling. Braden says, other than that pick, he's been on fire today. RC says, JB, there's a glimmer of hope, small as it may be. Says, small as it may be. There's a glimmer of hope. 45 seconds here before we reach halftime. Joe says, what about them Canes? In the zone, what's good? And the zone says Ohio State looked real good. And so I'm sure Endozo's not worried about what we do against Akron. I'm sure about that and stuff like that. But I'll see how you guys look against Fresno State and stuff that like that later on. But as long as we just go out there, don't get no injuries and stuff like that. Just do what we supposed to do. Do what we supposed to do. That's all that matters. All right, 45 seconds left to go here before halftime. And then JB will be at the halfway mark of my 3-stream day today. Mertz looking. Oh man, brought down for the sack. What is going on? What is going on? Mertz can't do it. He can't do it. Oh my goodness, this is real bad. Let's see. RC says, JB, how many fantasy leagues did you join this year? Was it 4, right? I joined 3. I joined 3 fantasy leagues, including my own, so 3. I've got one more fantasy draft upcoming, and that's going to be Tuesday night. Tuesday night, I'll be getting ready for that one. RC said he's bad merchandise. It looks that way, but at the half, man, Hurricanes up 24-10. Hurricanes get the football first in the second half. Yeah, things aren't looking too good right now. They are not looking too good right now if you are University of Florida, because offensively, just able to generate only 49 yards passing. And quite frankly, I can't remember how they got that. I cannot remember how they got that. Brayden says, gonna charge my phone. We'll be back in the second half. And so, all right, definitely appreciate the heads up there. Appreciate the heads up. But man, this has been insane. All right, meanwhile, JB's just checking around the league here, seeing what's going on. But yeah, we are right now currently here at the half. Canes up 24-10. Let's see. RC says, JB, you're going to have different players in every draft. And so, yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, there are some guys that I'd like to have universally and stuff like that, but you never know how things are going to play out and stuff like that. So I always go in there ready to adjust. And basically, when people are, zigging, I'm zagging and stuff like that. So, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right, give JB a minute here. So I try to figure this one out here. Let's see. But yep, absolutely. JB will be drafting differently across the board. All right, let's see. JB's got some real decisions here to make. And again, y'all know JB like to check out them pick'ems at halftime. So I will look and see how these games are going. But yeah, already at halftime here, and I don't know what to tell Florida. I don't know what to tell Florida in all honesty at this point that can help him out. All right. Yeah. All right, and again, JB is making his picks here, but we are at the half. All right. Big decisions, big decisions. Hopefully JB gets it right. Let's go with that. All right, just need one more, and then your boy will be good. Sure, let's go with that. So we'll go with this. Hopefully, I get it right. Let us see. And if so, JB will be super happy. And again, still right now here at the half. Yes, so 24-10. Florida just doesn't have any passing game. They don't have any passing game. It was a nice run that they did get and all like that. They did get a nice run, but ultimately, Florida's not able to pass that ball. All right, I see that Penn State's in the fourth quarter in their matchup. They're up 27-12 against West Virginia. And let's see, RC says, JB, why does official week one always have so many blowouts? The reason for that, RC, is that it comes down to this is usually the time where teams want to start off with easier opponents and stuff like that. Take Iowa, for example. They're playing Illinois, what was it, Illinois State and stuff like that. I forget the name of the school. That's not somebody that's in their conference. That's not somebody that they should really be playing. But, you know, it's a team that helps your team get good confidence and stuff like that. You pay some of these schools, smaller schools, to play you with the idea you go out there, get your confidence going and stuff like that. So these first ones for many of these matchups really aren't, like evenly matched and stuff like that. And we know that at this point of the season. That's why I always say, wait till we get later to when conference play starts and stuff like that. Because conference play generally, after the first couple weeks and stuff like that, we get into conference plays. Then we start seeing conference teams play each other and stuff like that. But for many of these teams, like Tennessee versus Chattanooga, Chattanooga has no chance against a team like Tennessee and stuff like that. We know that, but it's one of those feel good that make the fans feel happy type of things. So you already know. Right of line, what's good with you? And he says Gators 2024 equal the same Gators you saw in 2023 and stuff like that. And so it's looking that way. It is looking that way. But how are you doing? Shout out to you. How are you? Look at that. South Carolina struggling with Old Dominion right now, 10-7. Shame on them. RC says Penn State just scored. You said West Virginia 12, Penn State 34. How did Penn State score? How did Penn State score? If it's another passing score, I tell you. Man, Nicholas Singleton has been going after it, I see. I chose the wrong running back. Kadron Allen, so disappointed. I chose the wrong running back. Absolutely. You say Penn State scored by a touchdown. And so it looks like a touchdown pass, if I'm not mistaken. So interesting. Very interesting. The only person that's not doing anything in that game is the person that I took the over on for his rushing. That's Neskatron Allen. No surprise there. And it looks like Cam Ward is going to mess up quite a few for me here once he goes over his line. Again, just awaiting the start of the second half here. Let's see, RC says Texas is surely beating the brakes off of Colorado State. 31-0, 11 minutes to go in the third. And so, oh yeah. I wonder how many passing touchdowns has Sam Uer threw already. Oh, look at that. Sam Uer's already got 3 touchdowns there. Okay, finally get to see some highlights here of my Buckeyes. Okay. Oh, they look nice. They look nice. Okay. And I chose the wrong running back. Let's see. RC says, JB, did you hear about the hype man, sometimes rapper who collapsed and died at his concert? His name was Fat Man Scoop. And so, yes, actually, I did. I feel like I've heard quite a few of these happen over the last couple of years, more so than I remember prior. RC says, JB's friendly. RC score check in. Iowa State 14, North Dakota 3. He said 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Okay. Appreciate that. And again, one final stream later on today. And the fact is, to start off the second half, Miami gets the football first. So if they pick up where they left off at, look out. All right, now waiting the start of the second half, any moment. RC says, it has happened before and that's scary and strange. It happened to a Mexican salsa singer in the early, you say 30s last year. And it happened last year to rapper Big Pookie, who died performing at a concert. And so, yes, it has been happening far too often. Let's see these teams here. All right, let us see how this one continues in the second half here. Any minute, we should be getting ready for the second half. Story of the first half, it really comes down to the difference of play at the quarterback position. I cannot emphasize that enough. In which Cameron Ward, 16 of 20 for 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And then Graham Mertz, 7 of 14 for 49 yards passing. You simply can't have your quarterback going out there doing that if you expect to win any type of a big game. Absolutely. All right, so JB's ready for the second half. SCRC says, well, as I always say, JB, we're not here forever. We better enjoy it and be thankful while we are here upon earth. And so that's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is absolutely right. That is a gift that we all have, and it's there until it's not. All right, the start of the third quarter. Florida getting ready to kick this one off. And so, second half finally about to get started here. All right, kickoff, no return. So now Miami coming out. You're up 24-10. And aside from really like literally like two plays that you don't like, one is that interception if you're Miami. The second one is that big run you allowed defensively. But other than those two plays, you have no complaints with how the game has gone so far if you're Miami. But will it be able to continue? All right, hands this one to Martinez, and the Gators defense swarms to the ball here. Again, 24-10 currently right now is the score. Miami on top. 2nd and 9 coming up. That was a 1 yard gain there by Martinez. Sorry, by Mark Fletcher. For their own 26-yard line. Throws it. Gets the completion. Knocked out of bounds. 3 yards shy of getting to that first down marker. All right, so a 3rd and 3 situation coming up. And if you're Florida, you got to make these stops here on 3rd and 3 and remain disciplined when you do make the stop. Oh, what a nice route that time there. Look at him go. He's going to keep it going to about the 29-yard line. Nothing can stop him at this point. Wow. Braden says he's back. He says, what a move. I mean, it was a move, it was a route. It's just, man, Florida. This is why Florida's projected to lose so many games this season. We see it why now. You think about how tough this schedule is for Florida, man. This is certainly not the start you wanted to your season. And there's a Florida Gator that's currently down right now in the field. Well, if this keeps up, Braden, this is going to get out of hand. All right, so he's able to walk himself off the field there. That's good. All right, 1st and 10. Pass play, looking, throws it, gets it completed. Missed the tackle to about the 7-yard line there. Wow. This is just wow. 1st and goal coming up here. Looking to pour it on with some more points. All right, 7 yards away from the end zone. Throws it, completed. And that's going to be, is it good for a touchdown? No, he's just shy. And that was Brown with the catch. He wanted that touchdown. He may have gotten it, honestly. He may have gotten it. They may want to take a second look at that. And they will. They'll review it. Yeah, they may review that one and overturn that. Yep, looks like a touchdown to me. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a touchdown because I don't see his knee hit the ground. And they are checking the replay here. All right, so they said a play stands. Interesting. Play stands. Okay. Braden says he's short. But hey, I mean, 2nd and goal coming up then. Gives it to the back, and that's gonna be that's gonna be a touchdown. That's gonna be a touchdown. So touchdown Hurricanes, another touchdown for the Hurricanes, making it look easy out there. Mark Fletcher Jr. with another touchdown. SM says, JB, what I missed? Well, I'm gonna tell you what you missed. I mean, more of Cam Ward doing, damage and stuff like that through the air. They almost gave him that passing touchdown there, but they called it a yard shy. So therefore, Mark Fletcher Jr. dived over the pile there to get a touchdown. So right now, Hurricanes are up 30-10, and the extra point will be coming soon. So again, this was the first offensive drive here of the second half. RC says Washington State 63, Portland State 17. You say send Washington State to the 12-team college football series right now. You may want to hold off on that. I promise you may want to hold off on that. And the extra point is good. So Miami's up 31-10 here in the third quarter with 12 minutes and 25 seconds to go. So if you're Florida, you're down 21 points, man. You got to get something going. You got to get something going. Joe said he wished they played the Buckeyes this year. Careful what you wish for. RC says, JB, that was comedy and sarcasm. And so I got you. I got you. But SM says, is Miami back? Let's not start this again. Let's not start this again. The Gators are not ranked for a reason. They come into the season projected to lose anywhere between 5 to 7 games this upcoming season. So, yeah, Gators are not going to have a good season this year. That's pretty evident and stuff like that. So, but Miami should feel good. They should feel good. Must I remind Miami fans a couple years ago, Notre Dame, they beat Notre Dame. They thought they were back and then they weren't. So let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Joe says they're back. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. What you should be happy about though is that the quarterback, he's for real. Your quarterback is for real. So that's going to keep you in many a games in a wide open ACC. But let's just take it week by week, shall we? SM says Cam Ward's nice. RC said any of the other collegiate sports, you lose to 5 to 6 games, you're considered pretty darn amazing. And so, well, they play a lot more games, of course, but you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Unless you lose 5 or 6 in a row, then that's completely different. And again, we're currently right now here at the commercial. Braden says Penn State wins 34-12. After that delay, they just went out there in the second half and said, we're just going to go out here, just run this one out. We just want this game to be over. Just run it out. I see Indiana's up on Florida International 24-7. They're in the third quarter. And looking at the Hurricane schedule. And so a couple easy matchups lined up there. Oh, man. So Florida State's the only ranked team right now in their schedule that's remaining. I mean, only ranked team in general. So, okay. Well, with a schedule like that, I'd be excited too. All right. So here comes the Gators. Looking to pass, throws it. That's going to be completed and a first down. Okay. Jackson with the catch. They find themselves down 31-10 right now. Oh man, what a terrible, terrible play. The play just goes so bad it bounces off the quarterback there, running back just oh man, that's just wow. Wow, that's just bad. That's just bad. Talk about bad luck. That's just bad. Oh yeah, you know they're coming for your job after this season, buddy. They are coming for your job after this season. All right, so a 3rd and 13 situation in which Florida's been 0 for 5 so far today. Miami bringing pressure. Graham. Oh, did he lose the ball? He kept the ball somehow. He kept the ball, but they got him down there for the sack. Got him down there for the sack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, punts on the way. Catches from his own 6-yard line. Okay, what a hit. At least somebody out there is fired up there for Florida. And the next stream we have is Notre Dame at Texas A&M, guys. And so that one will be later on, 7:30 Eastern time. And we'll get to see that. And that'll be the 3rd stream today for JB. Hopefully, it'll be the most competitive of the games that we've seen so far. Quick pass, gets it there to the receiver, and the receiver still running, brought down, picked up the first. So again, Miami having their way already up 21 points right now. Oh man, this Gator team is the same Gator team that we've seen last year. Braden says if they score here, game over. At least Braden's nice enough to say that because JB already figured that the game's already over. Florida can't pass the ball. They can't pass the ball. They can't pass the ball. I'd like to see Miami take off a bunch of clock here. And they run it. Picks up about 6 yards there on the carry. Again, that was Fletcher there on the carry. But yes, I'd like to see them continuously just keep running that ball. Second and 4 coming up. All right, shotgun here. 5 seconds right now to play clock. Snaps it, feeds it to the back, and the back gets another first down there on the carry. This time it was Lau there on the carry. And look at the difference in terms of time of possession, the difference in terms of yards, the difference in terms of plays, the difference on the scoreboard. Just a lot of differences right now between these two teams heading in opposite directions right now. Cam looking, moving around, throws this one deep, incomplete, intended for Brown there, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Braden says good defense. Braden says, and they don't give it to their running back either. And so, man, it's bad, Braden. It's real bad, real bad. Braden says, "Oh my." Uh-oh, what happened, Braden? Quick pass, caught there by the receiver. Oh, wait. Is it a catch? Is it a fumble? Did he really have possession? And he's sprinting it to about the 32-yard line there. Okay. I mean, I guess he did run with the ball. I don't know if he was bobbling it or not, but if so, that's a big mistake there. I need to see a replay because I'm not, for some reason, I'm not convinced. Yeah, he never caught that ball. He was juggling it. He never had possession of the football. He may have been running, but he never had possession. Let's see this angle. Yeah, he never had possession of the football. That's going to be brought back. It's still Hurricane football. Braden says, "Oh, it's incomplete, I think." And so, yeah, on the first initial one, I thought that's what happened. So that should be overturned. They should call it incomplete. That's the right thing to do. Braden says touchdown Ohio State. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Who scored at that time? Judkins. My guy. My guy. You know why your Hawkeyes scored 40 points, right? It's because your guy's head coach was suspended. Now watch when he comes back, the offense returns back to normal. Getting rid of him is the key. Cam throws one up there. Oh, what a catch. What a catch. What a catch. And a first down. How many yards was that to Horton? 27. Pass there, incomplete. All right, 7 minutes left to go here in the third quarter right now. And even though there's still plenty of time right now, it just doesn't feel like Florida have a chance. And let's see, you say 24-3. Braden says, yeah, he needs to retire. Braden's like, if it's going to help my team score, then please, by all means, retire. All right, quarterback up under center here. It's a run play. Gonna lose a yard on the carry. Jordan Lau, he's got 3 carries today for 10 yards. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the third quarter of play with Miami already up 31-10 and knocking on the door for more points. They face a third down here. So on 3rd and 11. And again, if you're Miami, you want that clock to keep running there, and you obviously want some points here and keep packing it on. What you don't want is a turnover. Ward avoids the rush, throws it into the end zone. Is it a catch? Is it? It is. That's a touchdown. Oh man, and they're out there dog walking the gator. And that was Jacoby George. Braden says, what a play. Touchdown. 9 plays, 86 yards, 3 minutes and 49 seconds off the clock in terms of time of possession here. And so the Canes score yet again in this one. The most unfortunate part is that we still got a quarter left of this. But Miami is definitely going to let them hear it. I feel like I've seen this from them before. Win a big game, celebrate hard, and then a couple weeks later, but we'll see. All right, so 38-10 is the score right now here in the third quarter. 6 minutes and 8 seconds to go. And man, you talk about a one-sided affair so far in this one. Came in here expecting a hard-fought game, but only one team has delivered. One team clearly has a quarterback. The other one has questions. So wow. One-sided performance here, but at least we still got hope for one more game later on, and that's when I'm going to be streaming Notre Dame versus Texas A&M in that matchup there. That'll be the third and final stream of the day. So your boy's been going live pretty much since this morning here and stuff like that. So, but man, 38-10, still in the third quarter, still in the third quarter at that. Man, down 28 points. This is where you wish you can turn on that chew clock feature, Braden. But yeah, Braden, I guess it's a good time for me to take a good look at your fantasy team. So let me take a look. First, I gotta find it. All right, so yeah, so Mike Evans, Derrick Henry, Michael Pittman Jr. Who made that catch there? Okay, okay, okay. And so Draper says fired Billy. Says fired Billy. I agree. It has to happen, Draper. It has to happen. And after this season's over, believe me, believe me, it will certainly happen. It might get so bad, it might happen during the season. It might happen during the season because if this is how they're looking, oh man, with a tough schedule, the way that they got, oh man, All right, kickoff on the way. Again, third quarter, 6:08 left to go. Canes up 38-10 over the Gators. And the Gators right now, they look so lifeless, like the energy is gone, all of that stuff. Draper says, do it today. Do it today. Do it today. Now it's 6:08 left to go. Hurricanes are really feeling themselves right now. Gators opt to run that ball. They say, we're not going to just let you just come in here and run that one. 3 yards there on the pickup by Montrell Johnson. He's got 8 carries for 101 yards so far in this one. Let's see. Braden says you wanted Mark Andrews and Tank Dell at one point, but they had the same bye week as a couple other players you had. Oh, got to watch out for that rush. Oh, he got hit while he delivered that one there. Incomplete. Third down coming up. And Mertz is getting up off the ground there. 3rd and 7. There is a flag. That flag appeared late there, but referees are discussing here. Let's see. Draper says, where is DJ? And let's see. Braden says, so you took Kenneth Walker instead. Okay, okay. Let's see. Wait a minute, guys. This is pass interference there. It's going to be the call there against Miami. So they're going to call pass interference there. And I mean that gives them a first down, right? That gives them a first down. Oh man, it's only going to get ugly. Look at all those matchups coming up there for Florida. Whoo! Not a good start for Florida. Not a good start for Florida State, but a good one so far for Miami. Gets it to the receiver there, and the receiver is going to pick up a couple yards. That's Wilson the third. 5:15 left to go in the third. Let's see. Braden said, we've reached the point of the game where JB just wants to accelerate like in Madden, accelerate the clock. Absolutely. I'm just all in favor of that clock continuously running here and stuff like that. This one don't got ugly. It don't got out of hand here. It's just, can both teams cooperate here and run this ball? Let's see. Braden says Arch Manning with a nice touchdown pass. Oh, so he's in the game now. Okay, okay. No surprise there. All right, maybe 3 times a charm because the first 2 games I picked out today, they have not been all that competitive here. So maybe 3 times a charm. Fakes it to the back. Oh, gets him for the sack. Gets him for the sack. Oh my goodness. Draper says the Commanders, the commentator said Florida has the hardest schedule in 20 years for any team. And so, man, this is not the team to do it. This is not the team to do it. This is not the team to do it. It's going to be a long year, a very long year. Second and 17, looking to run. Oh, he's going to lose some yards here. He's going to lose some yards here. And the Hurricanes, they are exploding out there on them, exploding on them. Look at the face of despair on them Gator fans right now. This is bad. This is real bad. Like, coach, fourth quarter, just put your backups in. Both teams, just put your backups in here. Just run this one out. This is it's out of hand. 0 for 6 on third down today. Receiver goes in motion. They're looking, throws it, gets it completed now. About to say, oh, if he kept his balance there, that would have been one heck of a play. But gets it to about midfield there. All right, so they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Because what else can you really do? Oh, pass rush is coming, but he throws it, gets it to his guy. All right, gets the completion there to Elijah Badger. He's got 12 yards there on the catch. All right, pass rush coming, throws this one incomplete. Incomplete. Second and 10 coming up. And for Mertz, this is a day that he certainly wants to forget. No doubt about that. Brandon says, gonna head out, JB. We'll be back tonight. Hopefully, it's a close game. And so appreciate the heads up there. And yes, maybe third time is a charm, Braden, but we're gonna find out. Meanwhile, JB's gonna fight through this one. All right, second and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Takes it all the way to the 20 that time. So Mert saying, hey, you still got to account for me here. So Florida doing their best to try to get into the end zone. Gives it to the back. Oh yeah, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose about 2 yards on the play. Mike said, what'd you miss? Well, Mike, you missed an explosion so far by the Hurricanes. I mean, it's been everything Hurricanes so far in this one. I mean, Cameron Ward's got 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Right now for the Gators, Graham Mertz, 11 of 19 for 91 yards passing. And we're in the final seconds of the third quarter. Throws that one, threw an interception. He threw an interception. And so, oh my goodness, he's still running, still running, still running. So somebody finally just ends it there. Graham Mertz is hurt. He is down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So the quarterback for the Florida Gators just got hurt on that play. Lewis, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say, hope you nailed that under 50 Georgia versus Clemson. Absolutely. Absolutely. But what's good with you? Glad to have you here. So that's going to take us to the commercial thanks to the injured player there. But again, interception there on the play. Graham Mertz, bad pass, picked off. If I'm both of these teams, if I'm Florida, I'm just trying to get out of this game. If I'm Florida, I'm just trying to come in here, put in my backups and stuff like that. Let a couple guys get a couple carries and stuff like that, and run this clock. This is bad. RC says Washington State put up a 70 ball, and it's still 14 minutes left. Still 14 minutes left. Ain't that something? Lewis says just got home from the bar. And so Lewis out there getting the bag. Okay. Okay. RC says, JB, looks like this game is over. And so, yeah, Yeah, JB's not going to flex on this one. It does look pretty over, and it has looked for a hot minute and stuff like that. Florida just unable to get anything going throughout the air at this point. So at this point, you don't want to risk, any other types of injuries and stuff like that. So especially with one quarter left, but it's already out of hand. And then not to mention Miami's already got the ball at the Florida 28-yard line now. So just wow. Just wow. Joe says he told me about Miami. Let's not forget, this is one game here against a team that's projected to perhaps lose more games than they win this year. So let's see how the rest of the season goes. Let's see how the rest of the season goes. Let's see how the rest of it goes. I see Kyle McCourt's having himself quite the game over there at Syracuse. 26 of 36 for 344 yards and 4 touchdowns and no picks. But yeah, right now, currently, they are tending to the injured player, Graham Mertz, the quarterback for the University of Florida Gators, in a year in which they have an extremely tough schedule. You see them taking Mertz to the locker room here. You know it's serious. RC says Notre Dame is your team, as is Iowa too. Okay. All right. Shotgun here for Miami. Gonna hand the ball off here to Martinez, and Martinez looking for some space here, fighting for it, picks up a yard there, thanks to his forward progress, and that's gonna take us to the end of the third quarter. All right, so here it is, DJ Lagway. He's gonna be the guy, next man up there for Florida when Florida does get the football. Lewis says JB, Idaho State versus Oregon State over 57. Let's go. Oh, it's gonna be over City. Oregon State, it's gonna be over City. Oh yeah. All right, but we're down to the final quarter. I mean, JB don't know how to say it other than to say Florida has 91 yards passing, Miami's got 319 yards passing and 3 passing touchdowns and stuff like that. I mean, it's just wow, like big difference, big difference. Completely one-sided here. Draper says, at least we get to see DJ. That is a positive. That is indeed a positive. 'Cause sometimes these coaches won't make the decision themselves. But man, this is man, 38 to 10. Still a full quarter left to go, and Miami is within range of scoring again. RC says it's brutal. He says brutal. All right. So right now, score Miami 38, Florida 10, fourth quarter starting here. Miami fans loving it. All right, so one quarter remaining. Let's see. RC says Nebraska 37, UTEP 7. You said another brutal game. 11 minutes left to go. It gets better eventually, RC. It gets better. All right, so here we go. Ward and company here for the Miami Hurricanes facing a 2nd and 9 situation in the round there. Looking to pass it too high, incomplete. Tried to run a trick play there. It was there, just a little too far in front. Yeah, got to put more touch on it, Sam. Put more touch on it. And JB, appreciate you guys coming through here to support your boy. Be sure to check out the last stream of the day, in which is going to be the Notre Dame versus Texas A&M matchup later on. But here we go for the Hurricanes, 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation. Looking to pass, moving, seeing the rush, just got to throw that one away. So throws that one away. 4th down coming up. SM says to you, RC says, JB, I think you should go and catch UTEP. I'm good. I think I'm good on that one, RC. I think I'm good on that one. But 4th down here, and again, Hurricanes already up 38-10 and looking to tack on 3 more points here with a 45-yard field goal attempt. Kick is on the way. No good. No good. He missed it. That might be the only thing going positive right now for Florida at this point. So that field goal was a miss. All right, so let's see what Florida comes out here to do for this final quarter. Very important here to get this quarterback some confidence because you're going to need him. You're going to need him. RC says, well, there's a missed field goal. You said Florida misbehaviors. And they're going to run the ball here. Pick up about a yard there on the carry. That's Webb on the carry. And then DJ Lagway, dual threat quarterback, coming in. A lot of accolades to him. Chose Florida over Miami, Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, and LSU. Those are some big time schools. Kept it himself that time, lost some yards there on the play. And so you talk about embarrassing at home too. Wow. SM says USC versus LSU tomorrow will be better, you promise. And so we do have that to look forward to. Quarterback on the move here. Looking, throws it away. Incomplete. Incomplete. So 13:31 left. All right, punts on the way. All right, so they down it there. So took over at about the 23-yard line there. RC says this is truly embarrassing. You're just saying it's so you say, why would you run the ball if you're down 28? The reason why, RC, the small reasoning behind it is simply one, your starting quarterback went down, so you don't want to throw someone that's just going into the game that's extremely young and stuff like that to just go out there and just, make a mistake against a team that's already dominating you. Honestly, it's just saying, I just want to make it out of this game. That's basically what you're saying. You just want to make it out of this game here. Clearly, the other team has the capability of putting some more points on the board and stuff like that. And you don't want it to get that ugly. You know you're not coming back from down 28 points. So you're just trying to go out here and run this clock and hoping that Miami will, I guess, run the clock as well and just get this one over with. You want to get this bad taste out of your mouth. But yeah, we're currently right now here at the commercial. But yeah, I mean, a lot of blowouts, a lot of blowouts. Look, I'm looking across the stats right now, like just across the league right now, and a lot of one-sided affairs across the board. But I tell you what, though, Boise State versus Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern right now, third quarter, they are in the red zone. So then South Carolina, they're at halftime, struggling against Old Dominion. All right, shotgun, quick pass, picks up a couple yards there on the play. Lewis says Notre Dame versus Texas A&M under 58. And so, okay. Yeah, I expect under as well on that one. I mean, look at those faces, man. Like, that's just pure disappointment right there. From their own 26-yard line, gives it to the back again, picks up a yard. Laney says, I just can't pick a winner, can I? And it's bad because I can't drink and watch football no more. And so, oh man, it's tough. Like this is tough. Like, I mean, I did not think it was going to get this one-sided throughout the course of the game. And oh, they get him for the sack there. Ward sacked. You're certainly, if you're the Hurricanes, you certainly got to protect your quarterback here. You don't want him getting hurt, especially in a game where you're up 38-10 here in the fourth quarter. You say, "Oh, Lewis, I was excited there for a second there. I was like, under 48? I was like, that's something I can get behind right there. I'm sorry, 58, but you meant 48. Gotcha. All right, Hurricanes punt the ball. Gators on the return. Tripped up at about the 43-yard line, and that's where they're going to take over here offensively. All right, and again, we're currently right now at the commercial here, still fourth quarter in this one. Lewis says drinks make the eyes blurry. All right, and again, fourth quarter here. 11-17 left to go in this one. Cam Ward for the Hurricanes, 24 of 32 for 321 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Graham Mertz, 11 of 20 for just 91 yards before he got injured not that long ago. Interesting. All right, looking at some of the games that are taking place. Oh man, is that a third game that's experiencing a delay today with the Marshall and Stony Brooks? I mean, how many delays are they going to have out there? Let's see. Mike says, any additional shockers today in addition to this game, JB? And so, man, when I think shockers, the first one is certainly Vanderbilt getting the W against Virginia Tech in overtime. That was a shocker there, 34-27. That was a shocker. Let's see anything else that stands out right now. I mean, it's still playing right now, but Georgia Southern over Boise State, 30-28 in the third quarter, 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go. South Carolina struggling against Old Dominion, 13-7. They're at halftime right now. Let's see any other games that stand out or either shocking. Meanwhile, for the Gators, gets a completion there on the pass. 10:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, Hurricanes up by 28 points, 38-10. Another pass, another completion there for the Gators, and a first down. Okay. And right now, if you are Florida, this is what you're looking at right now. You are evaluating this quarterback here because you're like, hey, we need him. Quarterback keeps it himself, picks up a yard. And again, DJ is going to have to, he's got to grow up fast here in this one. Grow up fast here. Not just this one, but the rest of the season. They're going to need him. Tosses it to the back here. Cuts up. Okay. Gets the first down. Okay. Nice pickup there on the ground by Jackson. Picks up 11 yards there on the play. 9:18 left to go here in the fourth. Fakes it to the back. Throws it. Ball's tipped. Incomplete. All right. 2nd and 10 coming up here in the fourth with 8:51 left to go. Again, Miami up 38-10. And the back's going nowhere. Lost 2 yards there on the carry. All right, so with 8:35 left to go here in the fourth, 3rd and 12. Can they get either the first down or maybe even the end zone? Let's see. They're at the Miami 21-yard line. DJ looking on the move. He's going to run and gets tripped up about 5 yards away from the end zone, but he does pick up the first down for the Florida Gators. Certainly something that they will certainly welcome. And there's a injured Hurricane player down, so the medical staff's looking at him. All right, so currently here at the commercial. And again, when we come back from the commercial here right now, current drive for the Florida Gators, 7 plays, 53 yards, and 3 minutes and 8 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock here on this current drive. They're right now at the Miami 5 after DJ Lagray ran it for 16 yards and picked up the first. All right, so yeah, a 28-point game right now. Hurricanes up 38-10. Still over 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. All right, and still right now, currently at the commercial here. That guy looks like he just lost his best friend. All right, so they fake it to the back and throws it, and he's going to be a yard shy of getting to that end zone there. Second and goal coming up at the 1 yard line. All right, hands it to the back here. He should have the touchdown here. Well, let's see what the officials say. Yep, it is a touchdown. And so, yeah, that fan is unmoved by that touchdown. So Webb gets it in there for a touchdown. Mike says, "How shocked are you by the score?" That I'm pretty shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I am pretty shocked that the score is what it is to this degree. So I will say that. So yeah, JB is indeed shocked by that score. Let's see. You say this score is whack, as the kids say. Do they still say that though, Mike? Do they still say that? You let JB know. Do they still say that these days? All right, so they did get the touchdown there. Just got to make them feel a little bit better, I suppose. You switch up the quarterback, you get a little different results there. All right, and the extra point's good. All right, so the guy's checking his phone. SM says blame Florida, not Miami. And so, oh yeah, that offense, yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. But if you're Miami, you're excited. You're excited. You're saying, why not us when it comes to winning the ACC? Why not? Because, I mean, they've got the best quarterback. They've got the best quarterback, so why not? As SM says, blame Florida, not Miami. Mike says, I wouldn't know. I'm too busy learning this new dance called the boogie. I'm sorry, the Dougie. Onside kick recovered there by Miami. I mean, can't blame them there. Just trying to give yourself an opportunity. The great Devin Hester. All right, so it's 7:13 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tight end goes in motion, gives it to the running back, and the running back up the middle, fighting forward there, picks up about 4 yards there on a carry. 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth. And all we want right now is for this clock to continue to run. 6:32 to go in the fourth. Ward looking to pass, moves around. He can run, but he chooses to throw, gets the completion, takes it all the way down there to about the 12-yard line. Once again, another completion. At this point, Mike, you might have to run a tutorial at this point. That would be far more entertaining. Ward now has 350 yards passing. Let's see. Mike says, sorry, JB. Both games have been one sided. They have been. They have been. All right. Tosses it here to the back. All right. Picks up a yard. So 5:12 to go here in the fourth. That guy's clearly not happy. All right. So Ward and the Canes right now facing a 2nd and 9. 4:50 to go here in the fourth. Got it off just in time. All right, gave it to the back, and that's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards on the play. And again, every second off the clock helps JB at this point. I mean, you came in here looking for a fight. Your team was at home. They were at home. And what can you say? And Ward throws it incomplete. Incomplete. Try to get it there to his back. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. 4th and 5 with 4:02 left to go here in the fourth. Man, I feel bad for their fans, man. Like this, the message across their faces right now just tells the story of what's to come this season. 26-yard field goal attempt, kick is up, and this kick is good. That's going to make it 41-17. So wow, I mean, Miami has their quarterback. They said most points allowed in the home opener. Oh yeah, Billy knows he's got to know any second he's gonna get that call and say you're out. Like it has to happen. All right, kickoff on the way. Gets it from his own end zone. The 10, 20, 30, 35 goes out of bounds. All right, 3:54 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And so DJ leading the troops back out there, knowing that this is going to be a loss, but this is bigger than just that right now. It's about them building confidence and chemistry and having something positive to point to in the film room. Tosses it to the back, and the back runs it, takes it to their own 41-yard line, keeps the clock moving. SM says, honestly thought this game would be close. I thought so too. You know, I did. But it's not the way that the cookie crumbled today. But that's okay because we do have one more chance to try to get it right today later on when I stream Notre Dame versus Virginia Tech. And that one, hopefully, we get a competitive game. Meanwhile, DJ took off there, picked up a couple yards there on the ground there, slid before he got to the first down marker. So he's about a yard shy of that first down marker. And just the mobility that he provides and stuff like that, I mean, I feel like he gives them an extra element offensively. Threw the ball that time. Oh, he threw a pick. He got hit while he threw it, and the ball landed right on a DB there. That's just not what you want, man. Like, come on now. Come on. I always say, what are you doing? But in this point, I'm just gonna say, what are we doing at this point? Like, this is just, oh man. They say when it rains, it pours. Oh yeah, they're fired up. They are fired up. And Florida fans are leaving in swarms to get out of there. All right, runs it with the back, picks up 3 yards there on the play. 2:40 to go here in the fourth. Whew, man, this one, man, I did not come prepared for this to be this nasty. All right, another handoff up the middle, couple yards there, and that's going to take us to the 2 minute mark. All right, so the 2 minute mark, and there is a lineman that they're going to look at who's hurt. All right, so the 2 minute mark, and they will look at the injured player as well. So, man, we're just ready for this one to hit zero. Oh, man. But I mean, for Miami, though, tremendous passer in Cameron Ward. He's patient there. He showed early on that when he does take off and run, he's not going to put himself in harm's way too often if he can avoid it and stuff like that. And then Restrepo out there with, 7 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Like, man. But again, we're at the 2 minute mark, and the Hurricanes are up 41-17. It's just a matter of the clock hitting zero. At this point, the Hurricanes are going to start off 1-0 in this one, and the Florida Gators will drop to 0-1 after this matchup. Again, Graham Mertz, the quarterback for Florida, he got injured. So DJ Lagway, he's getting an opportunity to go out there and show what he can do. Let's see, Mike says, JB, if I saw sad fans in the stands, what would I do? Would I comfort them? Or Mike, something tells me you probably would go sit next to him, pull out the phone, take a selfie and stuff like that, and then be like, what's wrong? You mad? Something tells me you'd say something along those lines. You would go with in your face. Yeah, that yeah, right now them fans, they would cry even harder right now if you did that to the mic. Don't do it to them. All right, so coming back here, 2 minute mark right now. All right, so on 3rd and 4, you pick up a first down, you can go ahead and run up this clock. Throws it, gets the first, and he's still running, still on his feet, fighting for every single yard. They really want to score again on this team. Wow, 35 yards there. As Mike says, in your face. Something tells me they have been waiting a long time for this moment. All right, so the clock is running. Let's see. Mike says, JB, what's your thoughts on Josh Allen most overrated and stuff like that? I mean, I don't think he's the most overrated player in the league and stuff like that. Now, some of the other names I saw on the list, some of them perhaps, question, but to say he's the most overrated, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Not the most overrated and stuff like that. Does he tend to get, I guess, more credit than not sometimes when he does something? Perhaps, but I mean, it's not like he doesn't lead his team to the playoffs and stuff like that. It's not like they're not, winning the divisions more times than not and stuff like that. So, I mean, come on, come on. Most overrated? Nah. I see him out there hurdling people. Now he needs to fix some things like those turnovers in the red zone and stuff like that. But most overrated, JB doesn't think so. All right, so at 108 left to go in this one. And they run the ball. I guess we just don't believe in taking a knee, do we? All right, this should be the last play here. All right, so they do run the ball. All right, and that is going to get the Canes a W 41-17, the final score in this one, and it's finally over. It's finally over. So yeah, so your boy JB is gonna go ahead step away for a couple minutes and stuff like that. But we got the third stream that will get started later on and stuff like that. So yeah, see you guys on the next one. And again, that's going to be the Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. I've already got that one set up on a different stream there. Again, appreciate you guys sticking with me here throughout the day. 2 streams in the book, one more to come. But for now, JB's got to get up and take a walk and stuff like that. So I will see you guys in a few.